Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. Accidentally catfished my husband and he fell for it. Okay, so I have multiple Instagram pages, including a fake page for creeping, plaza no judgment. Tonight, I replied to my husband's Instagram story, from the fake page by accident. I genuinely thought I was on my personal page. He had a gig for a wedding, and I was commenting on the venue. His response back was oddly flirty, and after a few back and forth messages I realized we were communicating via the fake page. At that point, I messaged him asking him if he knew who he was talking to. He said no, but he's trying to see. Mind you, he doesn't even follow this person's page. In the back of my mind, I felt like he knew it was me, but I still wanted to play with him to see how far this would go. So I flirted back, said to come see me. He gave me his phone number, so it began texting. I used my business phone to text him. I gave him the address so we can meet. I have a friend out of town, so I gave her address. And the whole time I'm freaking out waiting for him to call me to stop playing. But nope, instead he texts me he's going bar hopping with his friends after the gig. Meanwhile he's actually headed to this person's house, which is my friend's address, and I'm pretty sure he's visited before, so I'm still going along with it. BC, there's no way he can be this slow. How did he not suspect it was me? He knows I have a fake page. And then he's only been talking to this fake page within a span of 2/3 hours, only seen one picture, and most importantly we've been married 5 years. Never had any cheating or infidelity scandals. But lo and behold, he shows up to the house, calls and texts a bunch of times that he's outside. After about 20 minutes waiting around, he calls the real me to say he's tired and not going out anymore, he's on his way home. When he gets home, he's acting normal. So now I'm curious if he was really interested in meeting this mystery woman. I'm completely shocked. So while he's in the house, I'm texting him from my business phone apologizing for not answering earlier, gave some BS excuse but invited him to come back if he was down. And this MF comes to me saying he thinks he wants to go hang out still. He hasn't been out or seen his friends in a while, so he thinks he should go. As he's getting dressed, I text, as the girl, saying it's best he comes the next night instead, and he agrees. I checked his pockets and car for condoms or receipts of purchase. There was nothing. I had my friend send me the ring video and he was really there. So embarrassing. I'm just so confused. BC, I never would have expected this from him. I feel so guilty that I created this situation, and it would be so silly to confront him about it. I wouldn't even know how to confront BC. I've never been cheated on before. But he really went to the house of a random girl from Instagram? I feel so crappy, sad, mad, like I can't trust him. How can I move past this? If you confront him, he'll probably say he knew it was you all along. Will you believe him if says that? This one instance that you caught him in, there may have been others. I say you wait it out, find an opportunity to do more investigating before telling him. You've come this far. See if he has other messages to other women on his phone/SM accounts. For all intents and purposes he has cheated on you. And a really stupid and thrashy way at that. Send the ring video to yourself from the fake account with the remark, "Didn't know he was married, sorry." Show it to him and see how he tries to spin it. Let him lie himself into a corner. Damn, I wanna see this on an update. Just know that he doesn't have to think twice about stepping out on you. He quite possibly is doing this with other real women. I'd cry you feel guilty. He doesn't even have a twinge of guilt. I'd be filing for divorce. Flip the script. It could be logically argued that you are the cheater. How? Rich wife sleeps with electrician. Alright, so this story is 100% accurate and currently going on. I need advice and just want to get it off my chest. I am an electrician and I have been working in one of the wealthiest areas in my city on a home remodel. The family has been living in the house during the remodel. I'm in my late 20s, the wife whose house I am wiring up, is in her early 40s. Husband is very well off. High up in a financial institute. Wife works for a very successful company and makes more than the husband. Over the past 5 months of working in the home, I've found a wife who does it all. Takes care of the kids, works and is just super amazing as well as drop dead gorgeous. In all the time I have been there, I had not seen the husband show any interest in his wife. She would flirt with me often and give me very noticeable hints that she was interested in me. She started very smoothly, picking my son up for playdates with her son. Then it turned up to come to my house. Then it turns into her and I sleeping together. We have had sex a couple times and I am feeling absolutely terrible. She has been telling me she wants to be with me. I can't tell if she is crazy or has just fallen hard for me. However, I am now in a predicament. I could potentially wreck this home and be with this girl and probably never have to work again in my life lol. Mind you, I come from a very shitty upbringing and it wouldn't be a very beautiful story of me making it. The ending just doesn't feel good to me. Or I can just nip this in the bud and go struggle and find some normal girl to start a family with lol. Also let me add, she has been looking to divorce her husband for a while supposedly. Thanks for the advice. If she will cheat with you, then she'll cheat on you. Take that into consideration. Not true, things aren't always black and white like that. She's miserable and probably can't get out. That is not an excuse for cheating. Also, my statement stands. What's to stop her from cheating on the new guy when she decides that she's miserable, and wants out of that relationship? She's likely to cheat anytime she feels that way. No. We don't know the situation between her and her husband. Op says he didn't see the husband show any interest in her. Maybe the husband was just not showing any interest in her / ignoring her, so that's why she cheated, cause she's not feeling wanted by her husband. Plus there are tons of other possibilities obviously. Lol, so the rich mid-40s wife is going to leave her comfort to be with a mid-20s electrician. Yeah, that seems like a stable individual. She could still be plenty comfortable. Exactly. If he gives her the attention that she has been craving from her husband, good chance she'll never want another dick ever. Wrong, because there's this thing called hypergamy. He will always at best be a side dick for her. You are a plaything to her and the likelihood of her actually leaving her husband is slim to none. If she was really going to divorce him, she would have done it already. Now you've put yourself in a really bad situation. 1. You try to break it off with her, she lies to her husband and you never work in that area again as you'll be labeled as a home wrecker. 2. You tell the husband, he divorces his wife and the same as before, you'll never work in that area again. Both of these options are best case scenarios, as this could very well be the end of your business in your city. You mentioned you don't want to destroy this family, but the moment you allowed the flirting to continue, you destroyed this family. As a former contractor that ran a very successful business for 10 years, I would tell you, you should always keep it professional and keep it in your pants unless she is single, and most importantly the job is done. Never ever let some ass ruin what you are trying to build, a business. Oh, that has definitely been one of my biggest concerns. A lot of our convo has been Snapchat. But I've been screenshotting messages just to protect myself. My biggest fear is getting out. My uncle, who also owns his own contracting company, warned me of this. And the worst thing in the world would be him getting back to him. So truthfully, I think I fucked up, because she seems super attached now. But also she's super well off, so I think this may just be how she plays games. She can get whatever she wants. I've been the opposite to her, basically telling her no, and she's not digging that much and making her try even harder. Dropping off lunch to me on my job sites, just crazy stuff. Inviting me to work parties out in Vegas. She's for sure insane lol. But on the contrary, look at this. I could get her to invest in my company. Lol. JK, super immature way of looking at it, but funny to think that could be a possibility. Just being in this situation in general is crazy. I'm not trying to have anyone divorce. I told her we needed to keep this professional and she came in even stronger. Look, what you did was wrong. I don't condone cheating, ever. Going with facts though, because we can't change the past. You looking at her investing into the company isn't immature, it's smart. Women use men all the time exchanging sex for money or gifts, why can't men? Seriously, the deed is done, so you might as well get as much as you can out of it. Just saying. There should be no standards different for men's mistresses. Just don't fool yourself into thinking this will be in any way a real relationship, because how you got them is how you will lose them. Just keep your emotions and feelings in check and know what this is, an arrangement. The problem is his business is in jeopardy, because if the husband finds out, he could destroy his business because of sleeping with his wife. Let's be very honest here, no one will hire a man to come into his home around his wife that had slept with other wives. Would find it very difficult to make a living if AP's husband decides to go public when he finds out. You don't know that, especially if the husband isn't showing her any kind of attention. He could be cheating on her and happy this man is keeping her occupied. Honestly, if he's worried about that, then he should find out more about their dynamics as a couple. Maybe they are in an open relationship, or maybe it's just one of those things like don't ask, don't tell. Either way, he's screwed if she's becoming clingy and showing up with food at his job in public. So he might as well get something out of it. Like I said, you can't change the past, he's already in it. Especially if the husband isn't showing her any kind of attention, he could be cheating on her and happy this man is keeping her occupied. Or he could be under a lot of stress at work trying to provide for his family. Again, you don't know that. Also, like I said 3 times now, he's already in it and pretty deep if she's coming to his job, so might as well get something out of it. Switch the roles. What if this was 20F and a 40M? And isn't the wife the home wrecker? A rich 40-year-old pressuring an influential kid. From a selfish perspective, realistically, how long do you think it would last given your differences? Would it be worth putting your son through that? From a moral perspective, are you okay with helping break up a marriage? At an absolute minimum, you need to break it off with her and say once she is divorced, if she is still interested in you, that you might consider a relationship then. It's a great fantasy. You could end up with her, but it would be for the wrong reasons. Could you see yourself in a relationship with her 10 years into the future? If not, then look to break it off with her. You're not the home wrecker she is. Some might say you've played a part in it, but if it wasn't you, it would have been another guy she slept with. I appreciate that big time. And no, honestly, I don't think I could be with her. But it is a crazy fantasy. Just knowing that there could be a potential that I'm going from a $200K home to a $2.5 meters home is super funny to think about. Obviously, I'd never take it there, but it's still cool to imagine. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.